If you guys like dirt racing and free race tickets, stick around. I've got something fun for you. Plus, we'll talk Tyler Courtney's injury and more info on the situation with Anthony Macri, plus tonight's Silver Cup at Lernerville and a lot more. Let's go. It's Tuesday, July 18th. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is Dirt Tracker Daily. We've got a bunch of stuff to get into today, but let's kick this thing off with a little bit of fun, shall we? The High Limit Sprint Car Series has been off for a few weeks, but they're back in action next Tuesday night at Grandview Speedway in Pennsylvania. If you don't know, the racetrack sits in between Allentown and Pottstown and is only about an hour from downtown Philadelphia. It only hosts a handful of sprint car shows a year, and their PA Speed Week race was rained out, so this High Limit show will be a big deal. And thanks to my friends at TicketHoss, I've got 2 tickets to the race to give away to one of you. If you don't know about TicketHoss yet, don't worry, you will. They've been handling the ticketing for a bunch of these High Limit shows this season, plus tracks like Bowman Gray Stadium, Bakersfield Speedway, Madison, Southern Oregon Speedway, the Cars Tour, and a lot more. The TicketHoss app is available in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store, and you do everything in the app. You can easily buy your tickets, and then they get scanned right off of your phone when you get there. There's no emails, there's no paper tickets, none of that. And don't worry if the track is in the middle of nowhere and you don't have a signal on your phone. TicketHoss still has you covered. And what's really cool also is if you get to the track and you see there's a line at the ticket window, if it's a TicketHoss race, just open the app and buy. You can basically skip the line. Next week's High Limit show at Grandview is a TicketHoss race, and I've got 2 tickets to give away for you today. So here's what you need to do to enter. You've got to subscribe to this YouTube channel. That's number 1. You need to subscribe to the Slider email newsletter, and you can sign up over at dirttracker.com/slider. And then you need to comment below on this video the word TicketHoss. So those 3 things: subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the Slider, comment TicketHoss. What I will ask, though, is please only enter if you can actually attend the race. I want to make sure that we give away tickets to people who are actually going to use them. So this is kind of for the PA people or anyone really willing to road trip next Tuesday. I'll give you until this Thursday to enter. We'll announce the winners on the Thursday show. In the meantime, go get the TicketHoss app, and if you don't win, you can still score your High Limit tickets on it. They've got the Grandview race up there. They've got Kokomo. They've got Lincoln Park, all of those High Limit shows as well. A big thanks to High Limit, Grandview, TicketHoss for allowing me to hook you guys up. All right, let's get into some racing. The All-Star Circuit of Champions are headed for Lernerville Speedway tonight for the Don Martin Memorial Silver Cup. This one is $25,000 to win. Should draw plenty of cars coming off the big Eldora weekend. The series last raced on July 8th at Sharon Speedway, where Tyler Courtney was the winner. Sunshine has been the series points leader all season, but things have changed in a big way over the weekend when Courtney was injured in a Friday crash at Eldora. As we talked about yesterday, Clausen Marshall Racing has named Anthony Macri the driver of the 7BC for the upcoming All-Star and Outlaw shows, with Corey Day filling in the seat for the High Limit races. Jeremy Elliott says that Macri will be in the Indy Race Parts 71 for those same High Limit races. We don't yet know what the timeline is for Courtney's return. He tweeted yesterday that he's not yet out for the rest of the season. Supposedly, he's still got some doctor visits this week to try and figure all of that out. It does sound like, though, if that does indeed become the reality, that Macri and Day are lined up for the remainder of the season. Jeremy did report that Macri was entertaining multiple offers for other rides from other car owners, and that he reiterated that he won't be returning to his family-owned 39M. With Lance DeWeese back to the Kreitz 69K, we still don't know what the plans are for the 39M going forward. So with Courtney now out for at least some period of time, what does this mean for the All-Star Championship fight? Well, remember that the All-Stars award their title based on car owner points, not driver points. A series like the World of Outlaws actually has 2 separate championships going on at the same time. You've got the driver one and you've got the owner one, but not the All-Stars. The All-Stars title is just the owner one. So right now, the CMR 7BC has a 60-point lead on the Rudine Racing 26. If Macri can jump in and be fast right away, this team could still win the All-Star title. And we've seen Macri do well in a fill-in role before. Look no further than his tenure last season with the McGee 11 when he filled in for Parker Price Miller. But I think this could be an opening for Zeb Wise and Rudine to shrink the gap, especially if it takes some time for Macri and crew chief Jake Argo to really gel together. Zeb has 3 wins already this season, including just 2 races ago at Ransomville. I think this thing could get interesting as the summer continues, and obviously we're hoping for the best for Courtney and his recovery. Some other drivers we know are racing tonight include Brent Marks, Casey Kane, Devin Borden, Zess Sabo, Ricky Peterson, and Rico Abreu. Kyle Larson and Hunter Schurenberg had all-star wins at Lernerville a season ago, and I would not be shocked to see Larson show up tonight as well. If you can't get there, the entire all-star season is available to watch over on Flow Racing. And some other racing to check out tonight includes the Southern Nationals at I-75 Raceway in Tennessee. Jimmy Owens, Dale McDowell won the first 2 series races just this past weekend. Chris Ferguson currently leads the championship standings. Tonight's field will include Fergie, Owens, McDowell, Corey Hedgecock, Donald McIntosh, Ross Bales, Hunt the Front's Joseph Joyner, Jensen Ford, and a lot more. This one's live over on Flow Racing as well if you cannot get to the racetrack. If you'd like to see tonight's full streaming schedule, you can do that over at dirttracker.com/watch tonight. It includes modifieds from New Egypt. There's IMCA action at 141. Hyper 600 Speed Week is going on, and the XR Northern Storm is happening over on XR Plus. One schedule note that I didn't mention yesterday, the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series has canceled the race at 34 Raceway. The original show was July 7th, but it was postponed because of weather, and they were not able to find a rescheduled date, so they've sacked it completely. The Outlaws are back at it tomorrow night at Baps Motor Speedway in Pennsylvania. In some racing for last night, the Short Track Super Series took on Fonda Speedway with sail panels in full effect. Matt Williamson was on the pole, but it was Matt DiLorenzo who was out front early. On lap 28, though, 7th starting Matt Sheppard slipped around Matty D for the lead and never looked back. He snagged a $10,000 win, with Stuart Friesen ending up second and Alex Yankowski in third. By the way, if you didn't watch that race, they had this light-up wheel sign in Victory Lane for the Firecracker 50, which is what the race was. Really, really cool. That was a nice move from them on that touch. Short Track Super Series is back at it again on Thursday at Utica, Rome for the Richie Evans Remembered 61. Don't forget, NASCAR Cup driver Ross Chastain will be racing in that one as a teammate to Matt Sheppard. At the virtual Fairbury Speedway last night, the iRacing World of Outlaws late models had their second race of the season. Defending series champion Evan C. won the opener last week, but he couldn't get by his teammate late last night to go back-to-back. Blake Matjoulis started on the pole of the feature, led all 50 laps for the win. C settled for second with Logan Rumsey in third. If you want a real-life tie-in here, Rumsey won the 358 sprint car race this past Saturday night at Lincoln Speedway in Pennsylvania. So these guys jumping back and forth between the virtual world and the real world. Looking ahead, C is taking a 4-point championship lead to round 3 next Monday night at Cedar Lake. You can watch these races for free on Dirt Vision and YouTube at 9 p.m. Eastern. These are all on Monday nights. That does it for today's daily. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, jump in on the free ticket giveaway from TicketHoss if you'd like to do that. I hope you guys have a good Tuesday out there. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.